In today's Smart Money, it's easy to focus on taxes during tax season when you're getting your return filed is front and center for everyone. ABC 7 financial contributor Brian Myrow with Myrow Capital Management joins me now. Brian, you've said before that we need to think about taxes beyond the scope of tax season. Talk about that.
Well, Mark, thanks for having me today. You know, this time of year, taxes are on our mind, and trying to get taxes done and get your returns done and make sure we don't owe anything extra. But it's important to look at taxes throughout the year and see if we have any opportunities to be tax efficient. Now, many opportunities exist in our code outside the scope of just paying our taxes every year. An example of that, you may want to look at like Roth conversion strategies.
Now, Brian, we often hear about tax strategies when it comes to retirement. Tell us a little bit more about some strategies to consider.
Well, strategies like qualified charitable distributions is a good one. You know, this is where you can have your required minimum distribution sent directly to the charity. And also we want to look at a donor advised fund, which allows you to take advantage of itemizing your charitable contributions in offsetting years and still take advantage of the large standard deduction. Also, as I mentioned before, Roth conversions can be a good as they help to put more money into your pocket down the road. And these can reduce the forced distributions from your retirement accounts like your traditional IRAs, 401ks, and other Section 400 retirement plans. When these distributions are forced to come out, they come out as ordinary income and are completely taxable. And if both spouses have retirement accounts and one were to pass away, it further accelerates the problem for the surviving spouse. And each situation is completely different, and it's important to have a forward-thinking tax strategy in retirement.
What are some of the assumptions people often make about taxes in retirement?
Well, people forget that when you retire, you're still going to have to pay income tax. You know, even though you are not collecting that paycheck and getting a W-2, you still have income. And it's just that you have different types of income in retirement. You know, remember that in retirement, you still have to have an income plan. And it's a plan that's created by you and pulling from your different income sources instead of just collecting a paycheck from an employer. Now, taxes in retirement don't necessarily get simpler. Many times they can get more complex. And don't forget that getting a big tax return and money back is not necessarily the best thing. You know, all that means is that you could have overpaid your taxes throughout the year, and the government has been holding your money all year long interest-free.
Brian, how do we find out how certain sources of income like Social Security will be taxed?
Well, Mark, you know, it really varies household to household, but generally speaking, you know, traditional IRAs and 401ks are taxed like ordinary income, and penalties apply if you do not take the required minimum distributions. And your Social Security may be taxed if your provisional income is higher than the threshold per your filing status. Now, your investments could be taxed on either the income from interest side, dividends, or capital gains on an investment sale.
Now, Brian, how do you help clients plan for taxes in retirement?
Well, Mark, you know, you have to have a game plan for your retirement income and your taxes. You want to be as tax efficient as possible. Now, today, we're offering a free in-depth tax analysis for our viewers. And in the tax analysis, we identify opportunities to become efficient against taxes in the future. Now, many times we can identify strategies to reduce thousands of dollars in taxes throughout retirement. And Mark, one more thing today, we are also offering a free complimentary copy of my new book titled Smart Money for the Backside of Life for anyone wanting to set a visit. And in my book, I discuss many different aspects of retirement that folks deal with on the backside of life.
And for your free tax analysis and a copy of Brian's new book, Smart Money for the Backside of Life, text RETIRE to 915-233-2904. Again, 915-233-2904. You text the word RETIRE. You can also visit Brian's website online at myrowcapital.com/TV. ABC 7 financial contributor Brian Myrow, as always, thanks for your time.
Mark, thank you for having me today.